Wonderful morning to everybody. Welcome back to the pre-market outlook discussion. This is important day going to be, as we have demonstrated about the previous week's one in the mid of that particular week, the Wednesday taken place for navigating the Nifty's trend behavior overall, and which has not even reclaimed by the Nifty or Sensex. By the way of referring the chart, one can aware of that how the third important date along with the April's 2 date, 22nd and 29th, we have added that 6th of May date was also going to set the trend for the near term, like as like that it could not reclaim the Wednesday's high yet yesterday, but it has somewhat corrected from that particular Wednesday's low to the yesterday's one that was witnessed as 23,348. And more importantly, we hope you all know about the interim behavior shift zone, the core behavior shift zone, that and all how giving an impact on the market's price actions. So in that manner, we discussed about the 23,350 that maybe get approached if the interim shift zone of 23,700 gets broken like. But while it is getting open itself, it has broken, and in the first hour itself, it has closed below to that point, and it went till the exact low point what you have forecasted, that was 23,350. The low was 23,348. That was the another proof. Because of any important dates, low and high ranges are getting approached on closing basis, and the more importantly, the behavioral date is the behavior shift zone. So the dates and all, when compared to the behavior shift zone, while it is coming as a level, that would be a high priority one to be noted and acted. So in that manner, that 23,700 as an interim behavior shift zone acted well in yesterday's trend, and the decision clearly taken by the way of closing below to that point. So only after closing above this 23,700 for consecutive 2 sessions, the Nifty can be assumed, or the Nifty can be forecasted to get a chance for moving continuously up. Until then, every rise can be treated as a selling opportunity because it has decisively closes below the behavior shift zone, whether it may be an interim one or a core one. It should not close consecutively 2 sessions below to that point or above to that point. If it is closing, the trend will be on the same direction getting continued. So that was the proof already several times we have experienced, and we also demonstrated in front of you by the way of showing chart. So because of that particular action happened yesterday, in today's one, if it is trying to hold yesterday's low as 23,348, the chance for slightly getting a bounce, that bounce also probably getting an attraction of selling. But anyhow, if it is trying to hold the yesterday's low as an entire day, the today's high and low probably will get a chance for acting a trend setter for the upcoming 2 particular session, that was as we have experienced and as we have explained about the previous week's one. So that same impact can be seen in the upcoming 2 sessions. If today's high and low is getting breached by immediately, means the impact will be very high. If it is getting delay, means the impact on the price actions may somewhat getting shortened. But anyhow, the impact probably will be there. So note down the today's actions particularly the range high and low for this particular Wednesday, the 13th of May. And you can look out how this day's high and low is going to act in the upcoming sessions. If it is getting broken immediately on the either side, the impact will be on the same side for the next session also, that may be on Friday. So you can have a strategy based on the behavioral analysis and outcome we have provided, and then you can take your informed trading decisions, whether it is a day trading one or a positional one. So for the day, it is expected to be a cautious opening, even though it is showing a flat to positive one. The opening session, after getting a mild positive opening, even the rest of the hour, will be major dominance will be on the bearish side, provided if it is breaking yesterday's low. In case it holds, the chance for making a fragile bounce, that probably getting attraction of the selling at the high. But anyway, the space between the yesterday's low and the projected bounce is having a huge one because of the 4 consecutive sessions negativity. The chance for giving a bounce or chance for witnessing a bounce on Nifty, Sensex, Bank Nifty, mid cap, in all the way, the broader indices also can be taken, having chances of witnessing a huge bounce. But anyhow, that can be utilized by reducing your existing long positions if you have missed to book the profit or trim the holdings. If it is giving a bounce where you can actually be concentrated, where you should monitor, where the Nifty can be get rejected because of the attraction of selling while it is getting rise, that would be probably around 23,500 zone. If it is struggling to cross this 23,500, that may be a signal for the traders that the Nifty may get again attracted by selling and dragged down towards the recent lows. In case if it breaches casually without any struggle above the point of 23,500, means the 23,600 anyway, immediately with the 100 points of capping point, one can experience, because until it is decisively crossing and closing about 23,700, even though the resistance points are getting broken by every 100 points, should not be taken as a chance for building the long. It should be taken as a chance for reducing your long as well as building the fresh short positions, because the 23,700 is important to reclaim and close above, particularly for the consecutive 2 sessions. From the position aspect, as explained yesterday and even in today's session, this 23,700 should be recaptured, and the close above to that point for consecutive 2 trading sessions are required to get the confirmation of trend reversal. Until then, it can be treated as a selling opportunity for the day traders, even for the positional ones. On the sectors front, the heavy-weighted one, bank finance, will be ruling the market anyhow, as like in the yesterday's move. But the actions in terms of strategies, one can see the mixed way of actions. While it is giving a bounce, the public sector banks can be expected to give a bounce along with the Nifty's one. Once it is getting rejected, probability will be very high for both kind of private and public sector banks may get attracted by the selling. Mid-cap oriented finance and financial services oriented stocks can be in focus, that may be attracting the selling continuously. Energy, oil and gas, along with that global crude oil price impact, one can keep focusing on it. And the crude oil producers like ONGC, Oil India, as we have explained yesterday, that got a tremendous performance in yesterday's move. And today also we can see somewhat a better movement, but not as like in the previous days one. The OMCs like HPCL, BPCL, IOC and all may get a hit because of the crude oil price fluctuation. Real estate stocks are somewhat expected to bounce back, but bounces and all may not be sustainable one that can be utilized for selling or building the shorts. IT as a sector can be hereafter focused well because the IT is trying to give a bottom for the current trend based on the short-term analysis. And if it is trying to hold yesterday's low and breaking yesterday's high and closing above to that point, the major IT companies may get a chance to revamp from the recent corrections and move forward with the decent gain to higher gains even. From the positional perspective, that may be suitable. For the day, the attempt will be to protect yesterday's low as well as break the yesterday's high by the IT companies. So if you are a short builder on the IT companies, you should be very cautious and somewhat the high risk you should take for continuing your short strategy on IT companies. Automobiles, with the major companies earnings outcome coming from the TVS motor and one more thing like passenger vehicle, that means commercial vehicles from the Tata Motors side. So these two major companies' results will have an impact even today and tomorrow for the automobile. So one can focus in that manner. Anyway, the bounces and all highly attracting the buying for the auto stocks mainly. And if it is doing so, no change in the strategy. You should apply a sell on rise till the Nifty crosses 23,700. For the stocks, the day trader can focus on the news and results-based stocks, includes Tata Power, Taran Power, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. More than the expectation for the Dr. Reddy's, the company's results came in the way of pessimistic one, because the over 80% of profit slump on the company and the projection on the upcoming quarter, both togetherly will have an impact on the price of the Dr. Reddy, and that can be utilized to build short positions or buying put options if you are doing so on the stocks. After that, Dixon Technologies, that too announced their profit down way of results. But anyway, the Dixon already got impacted in the way of correction. Even though it is getting a weak result, the probability will be slightly higher. Even though it is witnessing a lower opening, the recovery probably happening on the stock's price. Berger Paints, Texmaco Rail, based on the news, that means order win, as well as the results outcome. MTOR Technologies, the good result the company has announced. So all these companies can be focused by the day traders for getting a good opportunity to trade on. Today's earnings calendar includes the companies biggies like Bharti Airtel, Tata Motors Commercial Vehicles, TVS Motor, Cipla, Power Finance Corporation, DLF, Oil India, Hindustan Petroleum, LIC Housing Finance, Haynes Technologies, Bharti Hexacom, Tube Investments of India, GlaxoSmithKline. So these are all the important companies announcing their March and quarter result that can be in focus. Keeping strict stop loss will be very important on all transactions. So kindly adhere to the stop loss level we are providing, and yourself also, if you are keeping this stop loss strategy, that would be fruitful for maintaining a good risk and reward. Wishing everyone to have a successful trading today, because today is going to navigate the next few sessions behavior based on high and low of this particular day. Thank you for your participation. We'll meet again in the tomorrow's pre-market outlook session. Bye-bye.